Hello everyone and welcome back to the adventures of the Summoner. And today we are gonna visit our first town and our first merchant, which I'm very excited about. Let's go!
With only a name given by a dying friend, our beleaguered hero entered the battle-worn gates of Stonebridge. Who could know then that the arrival of one humble farmer from the fields would change the very course of the kingdom?
Well, I'll tell you who could know. I could know, because that's what always happens in epic fantasy stories. Welcome to Stonebridge, stranger. You fought your way past all those Krug? I guess the mob that blew through here last night must have moved on to the farmlands. You'll have to forgive the mess, we're still recovering from the last wave of Krug that broke through the gates. I think most of the shops are still open for business, but they won't have much left after the looting.
If you come looking for help, you'll not get much here. What the Krug couldn't carry off in a wagon, they smashed up or burned. They even put Gravemaker, my blessed old catapult, to the torch, even though that beauty hasn't thrown a stone since I was a pup. It don't take a wizard to smell the goblins behind this Krug raid, but the overseer of Glacier needs to be told what happened here nonetheless. If you're up for the task, can I come along?
Well, Gyorn, thanks for the offer, but I'm going alone, so I'm gonna decline.
Just as well. It's heroics that's called for now, and I've no business dragging you into Stonebridge's mess. Good luck to you.
Deliver Gyorn's report to the overseer in Glacier. Well, the lady over there is evidently talking to her mule. Whoever taught those stupid Krug how to raise skeletons and set fire to good people's homes should be put to the 10 stone for what they have done. As if the raid weren't bad enough, those Krug vermin have brought those terrible insects from the mountains. Well, that makes sense. They do have these fracking cages with them. I think it's the first mention of the 10 stone right here. It's a quest item on the multiplayer map. Visiting the mill, we find this young lady here evidently talking to her grain bags. You're the first farmer to come to our mill since those horrible Krug started their rampage. Oh, but you aren't coming to deliver grain, are you? If it is as bad as they say in the farmlands, we are in for hard times ahead. Since the Krug made off with most of our food stores and the farmers aren't delivering their grain to the mill, we won't be able to feed ourselves for more than a week at best. I tried to get to the beach to catch some fish, but it looks like the Krug left behind some of those terrible scrubs. I petitioned the guard captain to help clear the beach, but he doesn't seem to understand how much trouble we are in, and he doesn't want to remove any guards from the gates until they are repaired. I could never do it, but if you are brave and think you can clear off the beach, it would mean a lot to the townspeople. Well, that's not actually a quest, but we can do it nevertheless. Her conversation actually changes when you kill the scrub. I really don't know why they didn't make an official quest out of it. But that the Krug brought the scrubs with them? I don't believe it. I never saw scrubs in any of their cages. We're safe enough here for now. I think the Krug have a bad taste for us after the slaughter we handed them last night. Damn, I really wish these NPCs had voice acting. Often not even quest NPCs have voice acting. Now this lady right over here is evidently talking to her water bucket. Hey, are you okay? Why the Krug thought they would find magical artifacts in Stonebridge is beyond me. They came through breaking everything that didn't look magical and stealing everything that did. It was horrible. A few pitchforks and rake handles aren't reason enough to put all of Stonebridge to the 10 stone. Gresh say burn, Gresh say smash. If ever I find out who Gresh is, there will be some smashing and burning all right. Well, I'm afraid if you ever find out who Gresh is, you will be dead pretty quickly. Oh look, there's mules for sale in this town. Hooray!
Krug. Puh! You ask me? We should have run the bastards out of these hills when we settled here. All those dung-eaters left me were a pair of jacks and a half-lame mare. The jacks I can part with for a price, though not for half as much as I could have a week ago. You interested?
Well, of course, I need to collect loot.
I hope Flair hadn't given you too much trouble. How about making it a pair? I still got Silverhoof, if you're interested. Good luck to you, then.
Too much fuss and bother, this talk about the Krug. True, they've made a mess of things, but you need look no further than old-fashioned greed to understand why they attacked. They only wanted a good bit of well-forged metal just like you. Speaking of which, my son John may be able to replace any equipment you lost in the raid. Check with him inside. Too much fun.
Welcome to the Black Hammer Forge. The Krug stole most of our wares, but you won't get a better deal on what we got left. What can I show you today?
Well, let's dump some loot on this guy. Well, got a better armor here, which is nice.
We've not much to offer after the Krug raid. Who knows what them filthy creatures thought they'd find in poor old Eaton's Roost. Thankfully, they're gone now. Go if you must, but remember, Eaton's Roost is always open, rain or shine.
Greetings. I am Zed the Sorcerer, and as of late, Zed the Bard. I arrived, I am told, just in time to miss the biggest thing that's ever happened in this wretched village. If you can use a sorcerer, take me with you. I'd certainly like to see some excitement somewhere in this kingdom. Normally, I charge a fortune for my services, but I'd be willing to take somewhat less just to get out of this putrid place. Is my fee acceptable? Oh, very well. Condemn me to stay here. I suppose I can go tip over a sleeping cow for fun. I hear that's positively a hoot in these parts.
The raid last night was terrible. I barely escaped with my life. When my sister hears about what the Krug did to us here, she'll be furious. Oh, but she'll be worried that I was hurt. She's an archer in the Legion stationed at Glacian. If you're going that way, could you tell her I'm alright? I'm sure she'll make it worth your while. Her name is Ada. Oh, I hope Ada's not worried about me. Make it worth your while, huh? Ooh. Does she maybe sell summoning spells?
Hey, watch who you're kicking. I've got a sword and a mind to use it. And I would too if I didn't have this bloody hangover. Ugh. People keep waking me up with some damn nonsense about saving the village. But you look the sort that'll pay for my services. For a clink of gold, you'll have the best sword slinger around. Deal? Bothersome, stinking, plow-pushing, dirt-eating farm rat.
Well, now you, Laura. I'm gonna leave you here in the inn. You can keep the meat. Have a good time.
You're as inconstant as the wind. Very well, go on then. I'll do well enough on my own.
And now, friends, finally, let's visit the mage shop.
The god's fire is in you, child. If you have need of potions, I have a few that may be of use and can be bought cheaply. Do you wish to see them?
Now, as you can see, the shop here contains some spells from the summons collection, which are simply included as part of the random content pool. It also contains quite a few scrolls, and for that you need to activate a separate mod. For example, summon Alpha Wolf right here.
Blessings of Adwana the Defender upon you. Travel safely.
So the summons collection is divided into standard and non-standard summons.
How may this servant of Adwana assist you today?
The standard summons are much like the original summoning spells. You summon a regular creature and it fights alongside you. The non-standard summons include stationary summons that can't move, like the Scrub for example, and also scrolls to summon mini-bosses.
The blessings of Adwana the Defender upon you. Travel safely. How may this...
Now what do we have here? Here is Summon Snapper, we got that one already. Here is Summon Grey Wolf, which will be a nice company for my Alpha Wolf. This is Summon Krug Dog. And here is Summon Frog, the melee frog. Summon Arachon Spider for level 6. The Jade Gargoyle is a nice one, but it's an original spell of course, so I'm not gonna use that. And here's our first summoning spell for combat magic. Summon Walking Corpse. At level 7 we can summon our first intelligent creature, a Krug Scout. And finally here's another one for combat magic, Tortured Corpse. Oof, here's why I need mules. Spells are expensive and so are mana potions, and I'm gonna need a lot of them. Summon Helper is an original spell, or scroll in this case. Of course I want to buy all summoning spells here. Each creature I encounter I want to try out at least once.
The blessings of Azunai the Defender upon you. Travel safely.
Now I want to use both nature magic and combat magic, and my idea is that while I do nature magic damage myself, I will use combat magic summons and vice versa.
Sorry for looking such a mess. I took an arrow in last night's battle, but I'm not really all that injured. Adwana's got me patched up, and I'm ready to get back into the fight again. If someone would just believe in me. If you need a good archer to escort you through the mess beyond Stonebridge, I'd be glad to help. I just need some gold to settle my healing bill. Interested? A lady has to try, doesn't she? If you change your mind, you'll know where to find me.
I just need some gold to settle my healing bill. Yeah, that's quite American. I was stationed at the northern guard tower when the Krug started hitting us in waves. If I hadn't been so blasted stubborn, I would have made it back in time to keep them from burning me out of my home. I'm sure the tower is overrun by now, but they might not have figured out the mechanism to enter the armory downstairs. I would hate to have any of our remaining weapons fall into Krug hands. If you are up to the task, you are welcome to them. As soon as I salvage what I can from a house, I'll be heading back to the tower. Secure Orders eggs from the northern guard tower. Sure, will do. Alright, we need some more money to buy the Krug Scout. Let's see if we can find some loot at the beach. Fun fact, by the way, most summons do not forward their XP properly to the caster. Luckily I found a fix for it, because else this playthrough would have not been possible. Were there really only 2 scrubs on the beach? Well, anyway, I probably have enough money now. Let's return.
How may the...
A bit unfortunate that the shop doesn't contain any scrubs, but maybe we'll find one along the way.
The blessings of Azunai the Defender upon you. Travel safely.
Well, thanks, Adwana. Well, we got everything the shop here has to offer right now, so that will be all for this episode. If you're headed north, we haven't seen anything but Krug come from that direction since the attack last night. If you manage to clear Glitterdelf Pass, it's gonna be a lot easier for us to secure the road when Captain gives the word. Alright, but that's a problem for next episode. So thank you for watching and see you then. Bye!